Hey guys, Chad here with the Reptile Rangers. Now we're at the Kernersville Reptile Zoo and Medical Center today. We are going to talk about a really cool animal. One that's kind of underrated when it comes to a great reptile pet. All right, now we want to wish everybody a happy New Year's. We're right around the corner. We got just a couple days left of New Year's, so we want to wish everybody a happy New Year's. Hope you had a wonderful holiday, good Christmas. We want to say, don't forget, we're doing some promotional stuff as far as these YouTube channels go, or this YouTube episodes. If you want to see product placement, if you're wanting to see your business advertised, as far as commercial wise, feel free to let us know. Also, don't forget, continue to write us in and let us know different topics that you want to see about. We're here to talk about and help with anything that we can. Very glad, we're glad you're able to be with us each and every episode, and we want to thank you for the support. All right, now check this out. We have a really cool animal. Like I said, I absolutely love these particular species of animals. It is the Uromastyx. Check this out. Man, this guy is absolutely cool. Look how beautiful he is. Look at that bright red belly, orange belly. Now this is the Nigerian orange or red Uromastyx. Now there's the Nigerian yellow as well. There's also ornates. There's multiple different localities and colors of Uromastyx. These guys right here are from Africa. They're a desert species, so like the bearded dragon, they like it hot and dry. There's a lot of things that's very similar between these guys and the bearded dragon. Now check out this tail right here. This thing is absolutely cool. What they'll do as defense is they'll take and stiffen their body up and they'll wave that thing side to side just like that, kind of like a fish flopping. And it's meant to catch and deter. Okay, now these guys are very laid back. Now they're a little less trusting than what bearded dragons would be right out of the gate, so it takes a little bit of time when you're working with them, trying to get them used to being able to just sit on your shoulder like you would a bearded dragon, or getting used to just sitting perfectly still or hanging out without just taking off out of fear of predation. And that's what it's about. Remember, it's either predator or prey when it comes to animals. But these guys right here are absolutely amazing. They love it just blistering hot and dry, even though they will hide a lot. They don't go out into the heat as much as what you think that it would. But also remember, nothing goes out in the blistering heat for too terribly long without actually cooking. But these guys live in the hot, dry areas. They will be found in some outreach of forested regions as well, but by and large they like it really hot and dry. One of the amazing things about these guys that really work, especially for parents that don't necessarily want to get a reptile pet and have to feed it bugs, or they don't want bugs running around their house. The amazing thing is these guys don't eat bugs. They're a herbivorous eater. They'll eat all different kinds of fruits and vegetables, bird seed. There's all kinds of different things that they'll eat like that, different small chunks of cactuses, so on and so forth. And so that's a really positive benefit when it comes to somebody that doesn't want to get a reptile that feeds on bugs because they just don't want to feed the bug part of it. Well, guess what? You got this perfect little lizard right here that does not. Now, these guys will get a little bit bigger. Females tend to be more dull, much more dull, nowhere near as brightly colored. Males are much brighter. See? Dull on the back, but he's got this really bright belly. Their heads tend to be a little bit fattier, a little bit bigger. They're a little bit broader. These are egg layers as well. Now, when it comes to having these guys as pets, the setups are going to be quite similar to a bearded dragon setup. And you can keep that however you want. Of course, they need the UV exposure. They're going to need the calcium. They need plenty of heat. They're going to need things to climb on. They're going to need things to hide in. They need multiple caves. We like giving these guys multiple caves. They're very quick. They're actually quite quick lizards. But like I said, they're very mild-tempered, very mild-mannered. They don't make very aggressive manner. They're not aggressive at all. They tend to not hardly ever bite. I haven't really heard of any of these animals biting. Now they'll whip with their tail from time to time. They may tail whip if they get a little bit too nervous. But I have personally never even seen or heard of one actually biting somebody. If they did, yeah, it would hurt because they got quite a bit of jaw power. But they're really a reclusive type of animal. They would rather just hide and be left alone. But once they get used to being handled, and once they get used to being messed with, they do make an absolutely awesome pet. And again, they're just absolutely stunning, beautiful, very laid back animals. Now, this is just kind of a cool, brief overview of something that is absolutely amazing. These are amazing animals. Really cool pets. They're very underrated as pets, starting to become a little bit more popular, but you have to be very careful because most of the time these guys are wild caught. Okay, they're wild caught and brought in for the reptile trade, most of your little expos, or through wholesale distributors, stuff like that. They're wild caught from Africa. So you do want to make sure when you get these guys, either seek your vet, come see us, whatever the case may be. Make sure to have a intestinal parasite test done to make sure they don't have intestinals. 9 times out of 10 they do come in with some intestinals, so you're going to want to run them through a parasite treatment, clean the system out, make sure there's no bacteria or parasites inside of their intestinal tract. Give them a chance to get settled in. Make sure they're relaxed and comfortable. Leave them alone in their habitat for a while, just on and day-night cycles. Make sure they're relaxed, and then start working them into the handling part of it. Because remember, most of these guys are wild caught. There are some great companies out there that are breeding these things, all different colors, all different localities, and they do an amazing job. But about 95% of Euros in captivity are going to be wild caught specimens that's been brought in for the wholesale trade, for the import-export trade. So again, be very careful, be very mindful of that, and that's okay. In some senses, it's okay because that's the only way that we would have these guys in here. But just remember, just remember to make sure to have somebody that you trust. Just run a few tests and make sure that there's no issues that could potentially give you problems later on down the road. With the fruits and vegetables, just make sure they're clean, fresh. I don't really tend to like most of this freeze-dried stuff that they have, the freeze-dried fruit and vegetables and things that they sell in the pet stores. Fresh is better. Fresh does a whole lot better, and it's a whole lot healthier for them. And each animal's different, so this one may like bok choy, could like any kinds of fruits and vegetables, and then you have another one that likes totally different things and doesn't like what this one does. So it's going to be a little trial and error with each one to figure out exactly what they like and make sure that it's the proper balanced diet. You can give them water access as well. I mean, it doesn't hurt any things like bearded dragons. We give them a water dish. We'll let them have access to a water dish. Some of these guys will play in it, they love it, and some of them will not. That's okay. But again, just make sure the habitat's set up correctly. Make sure they're warm, make sure they're dry, make sure they have a good access of fruits and vegetables, and some bird seed, and you'll have a happy lizard, okay? All right, now this is Uromastyx. This is a quick overview of the Uromastyx. We love these guys. We hope you've enjoyed this. Remember to write us in, tell us what you're looking for, and tell us the things that you want to see, what you want to know about, what you want to learn about. We look forward to seeing you again, either at the Kernersville Reptile Zoo and Medical Center, or we'll see you on the next episode. This is Chad with the Reptile Rangers. Later.